You are watching a Life Coaching Philippines presentation. Life Coaching Philippines, helping Filipinos achieve their fullest potential. Welcome to Life Coaching Philippines.
In this video, you will learn one of the common reasons why most people seem to almost always fail. This concept is very simple, but they are very powerful because it will help you understand why success seems to be a mystery that only a few people can seem to ever solve. You will be surprised dahil ang mga concepts na ituturo namin sa inyo are things that you actually already know. Naghihintay lang sila for you to uncover them. But before we start, let us remind you of a basic rule that we always tell our audience in all our sessions, and here it is. You don't have to believe us. Why? What's the sense of this then? Because the concepts we share may or may not work for you in your particular situations. Pwedeng maging beneficial to some of you and pwede ring hindi sa iba. What we ask from you though is to have an open mind and huwag niyo munang kontrahen. Finish the presentation and then kunin nyo lahat ng parts na sa tingin nyo will be beneficial for you, and then if you want, you can throw out all the others that you don't think will be applicable in your particular situation. Again, depende lang sa inyo. Okay? Let's start. If you are like most Filipinos, you have already felt so much frustration at least once in your lifetime. This is because we feel that there is something more for us out there. We feel that there is something more to life than what we already have, pero hindi lang natin ma-identify kung ano yung something na yon or how and where to look for it. We just know that we want a better, a more comfortable, and a more fulfilling life. But the more that we desire it, and sometimes the more we work for it, the more difficult it becomes to do it. We have tried countless times and started different ventures, but nothing seems to work. Then we ask ourselves, why do I seem to almost always fail? There seems to be an invisible force that is preventing us to reach it, and it's literally driving us insane. The reason is simple. It is simply because we have the wrong idea about success, which is what makes us do the wrong things on how to achieve it. Let me ask you something. Para sa'yo, what is a successful person like? Go ahead and picture in your mind how he or she looks like. If you're like most of us, I'm sure that in one way or another, your idea of someone who is successful is somebody who is rich or wealthy. Somebody who has a big house, some fancy cars, and a good income. Well, let me tell you now. Although successful people are normally rich, rich people are not necessarily successful. People are not successful because they are rich, but they are actually rich because they are successful. It's totally the other way around. Let me say that another way. People do not become successful when they become rich. They become rich when they become successful. The problem is, we're trying to jump at and grab success as if it's a physical object, state, or condition. We see success as an end result, and akala natin isa siyang bagay that we can get like a prize we can claim by winning a contest or a raffle draw. This is very far from reality, yet this is the biggest mistake that most Filipinos have. Kaya nga ang haba lagi ng pila sa mga lotto outlets because most of us tie success with the material thing, which in their case is money or wealth. No wonder, success for them is about being lucky. Although winning the lottery really depends on luck, becoming successful is totally from a different level. So how do we avoid failing most of the time then? What is it that we need to do to start becoming successful? There are two primary concepts that we want you to understand. The first one is in order to start doing anything, you have to first stop doing something. And this is applicable to almost anything you can think of. You have to stop doing one thing before you can start doing another. So to start achieving success, you have to first stop avoiding failure. Let me say that again because it's really important that you get this concept. To start achieving success, you have to first stop avoiding failure. Although it looks similar, there is a huge difference between the two, and let me explain that to you. There is a huge difference between winning and not losing. It is very difficult to win any game on pure defense. Of course, it is highly recommended to be strong on both defense and offense, but focusing on pure defense alone is not a strategy for winning. The best way to avoid failure is to aim for success, and not the other way around. The next concept you have to get is to stop looking for the results of success, but for the experience of getting such results. One of our mentors once said that the process of achieving success in your life is much more important than achieving success itself. If we keep thinking of success as a destination we have to get to, chances are we will never get there. Why? Because there is no such place. Even John Maxwell said that success is a journey and not a destination. It is a continuing cycle of experiences and struggles and determination. The things we have to experience and the battles that we need to fight is what is important as compared to the victory. When we were still studying, or maybe you are still a student right now, the goal is to finish and get that diploma. However, the experiences we go through when we were doing assignments, finishing projects, reviewing for examinations, and completing our thesis, maybe, is what counts more than the diploma itself. It's just a piece of paper, and it is not what we were after, but what it represents. Our success in going through the things we need to in order to finish studies. And this is the biggest piece to solve the mystery of success that we all can't seem to solve. Don't focus on achieving success, but instead focus on the process we have to undergo in order to achieve it. Success is not a mystery, it's a process. And every process has different stages. Most of the time, if we fail a certain stage, there is a domino effect on the next few stages. And this is the same with success. There are stages, and we must make sure that we proceed through the stages correctly to ensure that everything will go well. So what are the stages of process for success then? There is a lot, but let us summarize that into three parts. Then we will try to cover the details on the next lessons we will be releasing. The stages are conceive, achieve, then receive. We hope that you pay attention to this because this will become your vehicle that will help you get there. The first stage is to conceive. This means that we have to originate success and cause it to begin. We first have to take it in our mind and apprehend it by reason or imagination. It is crucial that we do this right. Ito ang pinaka-importanting stage in the process for success, yet this is where most Filipinos fail. We have to understand the idea behind what success really is. It's all about the way we give meaning to it, our logic about it, and this stage involves a lot of things. That is why most of the lessons we will be sharing with you will focus into elaborating this stage. But for now, we would just want you to focus in understanding that this is how we start our journey to success properly. Kahit nga tayo we started with conception, right? The next stage is to achieve. This is not the part where we get success yet. This is the stage where we need to carry out the things successfully, and this is the body of the process. Kumbaga, ito na yung climax. However, this stage wouldn't make sense if we have not undergone the conception stage properly, because whatever idea we get from the first stage would influence how we are going to do and finish this stage. The last stage is to receive. This is the only time we reap the benefits of the process. Ito yung part where we act as a receptacle or container for the rewards. It is where we come into possession and acquire success. Pero dapat, i-accept natin siya. A big issue to most Filipinos is sometimes we feel so unworthy to receive. We feel that we have not done enough or proven enough to be able to receive. And it's all because of the ideas we conceived. It all goes back to our logic. And sometimes, i-receive na lang natin, but still we ask, what's the catch? Again, it's about our logic behind the ideas we have formed in our minds. So to summarize the concepts we have shared with you today, success is not a mystery, it's a process. The stages of the process is divided into three stages: conceive, achieve, and then receive. The problem with most of us is we tend to skip the first stage, which is the most important. We try to carry out the tasks to achieve in order to become successful without having to properly conceive first what success is really all about. And some of the ideas that we want you to conceive right now is, in order to achieve success, you first need to stop avoiding failure. The best way to stop failing is to start succeeding, and not the other way around. The process is more important than the result. The things we learn and experience is much more important than what it is we achieve. So as always, we want to hear your thoughts about this. Click the like button and place your comments below this video. We want to hear the biggest lesson you learned in this presentation so we would know if we are giving value to you. All the next lessons that we are going to release will depend a lot on the comments that you give, so please let us know. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and we hope to see you again in our other lessons.
You have just seen a Life Coaching Philippines presentation. For more information, visit our website or follow us in our Twitter or Facebook accounts. Life Coaching Philippines, helping Filipinos achieve their fullest potential.